Today we're going to go over your brand new iBox Nano 3D printer. When you get your printer out of the box, you're first going to want to plug it into the back using your provided power supply. Then you want to wait for it to boot up, and this will take at least 2 minutes. After it's booted up, you're going to want to connect it to your Wi-Fi network by first pressing the WPS button on your router, and then pressing down and holding the print button on your printer. You hold this down for about 5 seconds, and then you'll hear this clicking sound and you can release the button. You'll then see blue and red lights blinking. Once your printer has connected, you'll see white lights flash, and your IP address and the name of your printer will be visible through the LCD screen. You can then access your printer by typing in the IP address into any browser and hitting enter. From this screen, you can then control anything you want to control on your printer. Many people first want to go and browse through the models. You can go through the models that are located on the cloud and pick anything that you want. When you find a model you like, hit download. And then if it's already on your printer, you can simply overwrite the file that's already there. Once the model is loaded, it'll be shown in this screen, and you can then pick the settings that you'd like to print with. The settings shown should be your default settings. We recommend that you use these, but if you'd like to change any settings, feel free to do so. Whatever you change, when you're ready, hit Save Configuration, and the printer will be ready to print with your new settings. Before you print, you first need to fill up the resin vat. You want to fill your resin vat to a maximum of halfway full. We recommend less. If you overfill your vat, when the build plate lowers down into the vat, it'll overflow onto your printer, destroying it permanently. The resin can seep down in between the layers and can eat through the acrylic, and also will harden, if the printer even still works, will harden when the UV light hits it. So to avoid this, fill your vat less than halfway. And then place your vat here in the vat clamps. To place the vat, you need to first loosen the screws. And then simply pull it out of the front of the printer. So it's better to first place the vat into the printer, tighten down your screws, take your provided resin bottle, shake it to ensure that the pigment is evenly distributed throughout the resin, and then fill up your vat, less than halfway. Once this is prepared, go to your control screen, make sure that your auto zero function is turned to on. When it is red, it is off, and blue is on. Once all of this is prepared, you can hit print. The build plate will begin lowering and will lower down to a preset level just above the bottom of the vat. Once it has reached this level, it will begin printing. Once your print is complete, it will raise up back above the vat. You can unscrew the top and pull it off. If your print comes out good, it'll look like this. You can then remove the print by taking your scraper, scraping the sides, and slowly peeling up the print. Just jabbing at the print will likely crack it. Once your print is off of the build plate, you can place it in the sun for full cure or any UV light source. When you see the purple lights come on, this is the UV lights curing the first layer of your print. These lights, depending on these settings, this was set to 20 seconds a layer. So these lights will remain on for 20 seconds. The build plate will then lift, peeling the model off of the bottom of the vat. It'll then lower back down and be exactly 100 microns above the last layer, and it will begin curing again, and that will cure your next layer. I hope that you've enjoyed this overview of the iBox Nano 3D printer.